Hey y'all, it's Lindsay, and today I'm gonna do the stay-at-home mom tag. Stacy from Stacy's Mommy Magic did the stay-at-home mom tag, and she tagged me. Stacy is a darling woman. She's got 4 children. She is such a sweet friend to me. I've really enjoyed getting to know her through YouTube and through other social media outlets, and I think you should go check her out. She is precious. She has tons of great tips, and I just adore her. She tagged me, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the questions here for stay-at-home mom tag. I've got them on my phone. Forgive me if I look down a lot. It is what it is. Okay, number 1, do you have a daily routine or do you go with the flow? So growing up, I think I liked a routine, but it was kind of like a routine that was in my own mind, not necessarily one that was put out there for me. And I tend to be the kind of person who has it in my mind what I want to have done or what I want to get done, but I'm really bad at communicating that well. So that's a problem for me. But as I've gotten older, I have become extremely go with the flow. With my husband's work and with having the girls, and homeschooling the girls and just traveling so much, I have to be go with the flow. And having too much structure actually inhibits me, and it makes me feel slave to the clock. And I don't function well whenever I feel like there's something lording over top of me. So I do much, much better whenever I am go with the flow. And my girls seem to like me a lot more whenever I just kind of go with the flow. So let me say it again. I'm a go with the flow kind of mom. Number 2, how long do you plan to stay at home? Indefinitely. I have it in my mind that I will stay at home with my girls for as long as necessary. We plan to homeschool all 3 of them all the way through high school. So Lauren is just now almost 8 months. She's not quite there. So for at least the next 18 years, I will be homeschooling if everything goes according to the way I would like it to go. And before I became a stay-at-home mom, I was a stay-at-home wife for about a year, almost 2 years. And Jared and I really figured out that works well for our marriage. And so I intend to stay home as long as that works well for our family. Number 3, do you keep up with the housework or do you share? So we kind of have it divided out to where Jared's things are outside the home and my things are inside the home. So yard work, car maintenance, the shop, all those things fall under Jared's jurisdiction, and everything that's within the walls of the house are mine. And I'm not going to say that I keep up with it, but I sure try. Also, when Jared's traveling, it's my job to go through and take care of the yard or take care of snow removal and that kind of stuff, because it piles up quite literally. So we got to stay on top of those things. Number 4, do you do anything on the side to make extra money? I do not right now. YouTube is a hobby for me. I don't earn any money on it, and I don't really intend on this becoming a full-time job. My job and my calling is to be a stay-at-home mom with my girls and to teach them and to just raise them up. And so that's where I focus my energy. And so right now I am not doing anything for side income. Number 5, what do you love about being a stay-at-home mom? That's kind of tricky for me, because the moment that I say one thing, I'm going to think, oh no, there's something else that I really love, or oh no, that's something else I really love. And I am a homebody. We travel a lot, but I really am a homebody, and I love being able to be in the place I love and be with the people I love the most. That's where I love to spend my time, and that's something that I truly enjoy. So I love being home with my family. So yeah, I think that can feel stifling to some parents. But to me, it feels like my comfort zone to be at home with my girls, and whenever Jared's home, with him as well. So for me, I love that I get to be in my comfort zone. I guess that's what I'll say. Number 6, what do you hate about being a stay-at-home mom? I guess I don't really hate anything about being a stay-at-home mom. I I sometimes get frustrated whenever I have to pick up the same pair of socks 18 times, but I don't hate it because I know one day I will miss it. I guess I could say that I hate the fact that the time is so short that they get to be with me and get to be at home with me. And that I know that with every passing day, it's rapidly coming to an end, even though she's 7.5. So we still have some years to go. We still have over a decade with her, but that's going to go by so fast. So I do hate the fact that my time is slipping away quickly. But I feel like as a parent in general, that's kind of whether you work at home, work out of the home, stay at home, whatever you do, I feel like that's probably something every single parent feels. Number 7, did you always want to be a stay-at-home mom? No, I didn't. I actually, we played house whenever I was growing up some, but the thing I loved to play was Office. I loved playing Office. I wanted to be the boss. I wanted to be in charge. I wanted to direct everybody else's workload. I loved being the boss. So I did not always want to be a stay-at-home mom. I always wanted to do some kind of big career. And it just sort of evolved over time that I realized that whenever you are a stay-at-home mom, you kind of are directing traffic all the time. You are the boss. You are the COO, So it's just a different setting than what I anticipated as a child. Number 8, what does your partner do for work? My husband is a corporate pilot. Number 9, when do you shower? Whenever I get the chance. I prefer to shower in the mornings, but I am not opposed to showering in the afternoon or at night. I do not care so long as I get to shower. 10, do you put your makeup on every day? No, I don't. I would argue that I put it on most days, but there have been tons of, I would say I put it on 2/3 of the time. Probably that would be the most accurate representation of how often I put my face on. Number 11, do you style your hair every day? I don't. I just don't. I really like to just throw my hair up in a ponytail or in a mom bun and get the day done, honestly. So typically I will wash and blow dry my hair one day, or if it's wet, I'll style it wet. But I just don't have the patience or the time to deal with it. So not every day. Number 12, do you work out and when? Yeah, no, I don't. My exercise happens by way of just walking wherever I need to be, and I do not do any specific exercise routines or workout routines. The same way I don't like to be the slave to a clock, I don't like to be the slave to a workout DVD or to a gym. I know that is a lot of people's happy place, and I'm very happy for them. It's just not for me. I grew up being on a swim team, and so I do love swimming, but right now in this season of life, it's just not where I can put my energy. Lauren is tiny. The girls, they require a lot of attention and energy and whatnot, so I tend to save it all up for them. And I know there's the argument that if you exercise, you will feel better, you will feel more energized and all that jazz. But for me, it's not working that way right now. And I'm going to just rest in that season. 13, what is your cleaning schedule like? My schedule is see the mess, clean the mess, wait for the mess to reappear, and rinse and repeat. I don't really have a routine. I like to clean bathrooms on Mondays. We vacuum almost every day if we can. I would say I dust on Tuesdays. I mop at least once or twice a week. It's really just kind of when I see a pocket of time and have a burst of motivation, I get the cleaning done. Laundry is a forever chore, so we're always doing at least 1 to 2 loads of laundry per day. So I don't really have a schedule. It's just a see the problem, fix the problem kind of a technique, I guess. Number 14, do you ever have alone time with your significant other? Very, very rarely. Whenever Jared is home, we have our time together when the girls are gone to bed. So we've gone on a couple of trips where it's just the two of us, but it's a very infrequent thing for us at this point, with his work schedule and with having the girls and the fact that we don't live anywhere close to family. I think those factors all play into the fact that we don't have very much alone time, but when we do have it, we try to make the most of it. And I think that is key. Quality over quantity. And I feel like my lighting is horrible. All right, number 15, do you ever have me time? That's kind of a tricky question too, because I feel like me time is whenever I'm completely alone and in my house. Because, you know, I am a homebody by nature, and so I don't really get that very often. Typically, I consider my me time whenever Jared is traveling and the girls are asleep at night. That I consider that me time. And then usually the girls' quiet time. If we can coordinate it to where Caitlin and Molly have a quiet time the same time as Lauren's naps in the afternoon, then I do consider that me time. And sometimes I squander it away, and other times I feel like it's very productive for me as far as like re-energizing myself and feeling refreshed. And when I say squander, I mean like I wind up piddling my time away with, I don't know, just stuff like, oh, I'll pick this stuff up, or I see this problem right here, or I see this mess right here. And I don't feel like if I'm cleaning something or if I'm organizing the house or working on homeschool stuff, I don't really feel like that's me time, just because it's not actually focused on me. But at the same time, whenever it's something that is, whenever it's something that I want to do, that could arguably be me time. So whenever I spend, you know, an hour and a half in the kitchen just messing around with recipes, that could be me time. But sometimes I feel like I have such a finite definition of what me time really is that I feel like I don't get it, but I think I really do. And that's the end of the tag. That was really fun, actually. I feel like I don't have very defined answers for the most part. But it was still fun to answer them anyway. And I thank Stacy for tagging me in this video. So I would like to tag Michelle over at Encouraging Mamas. And I want to tag Claire from Cookie Crumb Fun. I'd like to tag Ingrid over at Mommy and Mia Homeschool Chronicles. And I want to tag Katie from Memories Embraced by Katie. So I'm gonna link those 4 channels down below. I'm gonna link Stacy's channel and her video in probably the in the end screens here and in the description, and links everywhere. All the links everywhere. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.